Hello there, this is Caesar on Toast, and you're watching episode 3 of All the Mods 3, the only series on YouTube where it's episode 3 and we still don't have diamonds. Oh wait, we do. What a terrible intro, I'm sorry. We just made the advancement diamonds, which means since we have we have 5 of them, we don't have to do mining anymore. That was painful. We're gonna stick it on our bone pickaxe. And that's I didn't realize last time, but mining level iron does not mean that it can mine things that the iron pick can mine. It means that it can only mine up to ores of the mining level iron. Like, iron. So, there you go. Don't fully trust your speedy tinker tools to do everything for you. This is why I had to bring the iron pickaxe down still. But we do have quite a lot of ores. I also replaced the doors to this little hut with some olive doors from Rustic. I've been looking through a couple of things. Rustic has caught my eye because it's got lots of kind of old style blocks in it. So we've got these stone pillars. We've got chains, candles, different wood types, like gargoyle even. So if we want to make like a creepy old church building or a chandelier, all these things could make some pretty cool medieval builds. Just checking that out. And the other thing that caught my mind, entirely by accident as well, is this ceramics mod, where they have lots of these rainbow bricks and rainbow porcelain. Is it porcelain? Yeah, rainbow porcelain. And so it makes this kind of cool pattern. If you watch it in the JEI, it's like a pulsating rainbow. So if we ever make a wacky kind of build, we want to try use this. This is just like a clay and a quartz mix or bone meal. But we can get 2 for the quartz. But I guess bone meal is a lot cheaper. So we might try that at some point. But aside from that, I wanted to put my last upgrade onto this, which then raises its mining level from iron to diamond and adds an extra 500 durability, which is absolutely great for us. I also think it increased the speed, but I didn't check it out there. But that's fine. This still won't be able to mine obsidian, but that's fine. I don't actually think we need to go to the nether quite yet. That's the good thing about modded is you can just stay in the overworld for a long time. There are some blocks that you might need, like I've seen nether bricks are required for quite a few things, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, is what I meant to say. So I've been sorting my chest a little bit more. We've got these basic drawers from storage drawers. You see I've got in the top left corner it says 1808 cobblestone. That is from all the mining we've been doing. I've also been using this to get our dusts, and we've got a lot of metal. So we're just going to deposit these, and I will show you the progress I've got done on the digging. We kind of cleared this hill back a little bit, and I think it looks good in the current state it is. You no longer will have to fly up through a second hole here. You can just go straight up, and I've just noticed the astral sorcery stars. These are beautiful. Let's just stop bobbing in case you get seasick. Yeah, the sky is really, really pretty with the astral sorcery stuff on. So that's a good mod to have in the pack, and it's something I didn't really take a hard look at last time. We still need to work out how to get down here is one of the things. But there we go. This is the space we carved out last time, and we kind of got this donut thing going on where we'll have lots of different floors that you're able just to access by flying up and down. So I started to dig all the way down here, and we'll probably dig that right down to level 11, or maybe to bedrock. Bedrock might look cool, but we'll see. It's just a little bit extra effort. And as I said last time, we're just going to fill in here with all kinds of machines and modded contraptions and have it branch out into loads of different places. So I'm looking forward to that becoming more complete. But in this episode, I think what we're going to go do is collect up a whole bunch of sand, a whole bunch of gravel, and a whole bunch of clay. And for those of you who were paying attention last time, you'll know what's coming. We are indeed going to make a Tinker Smeltery and get some even more advanced tools, but that probably won't take too long, so we'll have time for maybe a building project this episode. We might spruce up this house with some of the rustic stuff that I was talking about. And yeah, that would be a pretty good goal for the episode. So Smeltery and and spruce up the house. Yeah, sounds good. So I will start gathering up all those materials, and I'll join you whenever I have some progress. Okay, I've gone and done some resource collecting, and I decided during that I would bring a nice little lunchbox. So here we go. We've got our Spice of Life lunchbox. You can hold shift and right click, and that will open or close it, and if it's closed you can look at what's inside. I don't know if that makes absolute sense. I mean, if it's open you should be able to see what's inside. If it's closed you shouldn't. But that's the way they've chosen to do it. And basically you can put in 6 different types of food, and since you can eat things 6 times before they reset, it just means that you have always 100% of the food value whenever you're eating things from the lunchbox, provided they're all different. But I'm not even sure that you could put 2 of the same thing in. Oh, you can. I'm using these, what are they, Binny's trees? I don't know. Binny's extra trees berries, because they are so saturating. I think I've said this in every episode so far, but they're actually really good, and I need to get some more of these cranberries. But aside from that, you can see that I've gathered some gravel, clay, and sand, and we're going to end up with 4 stacks of grout, because you get 2 stacks per stack of all the other ingredients. So there we go. We've got 4 stacks of grout, and that's going to get us 4 stacks of seared bricks. So let's go ahead and smelt these up. Just do this and then that, and we only have 3 furnaces. So I was thinking we could maybe make one of the furnaces from, what do you call it? Thermal expansion. So let's have a look. If we search furnace up here, we've got extra utilities ones. We've got these mystical agriculture ones, which I think they use less coal, but they're not automatic in the way that the electrical ones are. But for the sake of future expansion and upgrades and stuff, we really want to go with these redstone furnaces from thermal expansion. So we're going to need copper gears, that's fine. We can make all this stuff. So let's grab whatever we need from these chests. So we've got the glass. We're going to need... do we have any bricks? That's interesting. No, we don't have bricks. So we're actually going to have to swap this out for this clay and get 8 bricks there. Then we're going to need iron, lots of iron, copper, gold. I don't think we need silver, and then we definitely need redstone. So let's go ahead and craft up these gears. We need 2 of those. We need a redstone transmission coil, and we've got that strange bug where we're filling in parts of the recipe that we don't want, but that's fine. We need tin gear. Yeah, it's doing it. It's very strange and annoying, but we'll just have to cope with it, and then we can make our machine frame. Wonderful. We're going to need these seared furnace controllers in a bit as well. So just keep an eye on that. And then the last piece that we need is our... Oh, we took the coal out. Wow, I'm so special sometimes. So also we need some way of transferring the power from the steam dynamo into another machine. So let's see. If we do at thermal expansion, it has these leadstone flux ducts, which is very fun to say. So we need some lead. I don't think I've actually smelted up some lead yet. So let's put this in here. We'll have some lead from that. And we also need glass and redstone. Does it need to be stained glass? I don't think it does necessarily. So we're going to need to actually clear another one of these out, which is fine. I think it's just the 2, in fact. So let's stick that in there and a bit of coal just in case that runs out. In fact, that's a waste of coal. Let's just put planks in. And we'll have our lead in no time. Wonderful. Never craft on camera. It's a bad idea. Everything, you always run out of things. So we can make the flux duct now. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we need to actually collect our lead. There we go. Easy peasy. And that gives us 6 of those, which is really, really nice. And I think that will do it. No, that's not getting any power at all. Interesting. So we need a way of rotating this, and I think there is a item called the Crescent Hammer. Yes, and that takes tin and iron, and I think Yeah, we can just make that. So let's go ahead and do this, and this will let us rotate our machines. So this one we want pointing into there. Now that's going into that, which feeds into there, which then feeds into the machine. And so then we can put our furnace here. We could have it so I don't want to be hitting that with the hammer. You can select the sides on this, so anything that goes into the red slot, that'll be put out the left or the right side. So we can make it go on top, but I'm not sure that I want to smelt everything right away that it comes out of it. So let's not do that right now. Let's get this going again, just for sake of efficiency. And what was that last thing we were waiting for? Oh yeah, brick. So we got that. And now we can craft our redstone furnace. Sweet, easy. Never say never. Let's go. We've got everything we need for that, and let's go plonk it down here. And so this is going to use the energy we create. We're actually running out of power because we don't have any water in it, and I think it's going to run out of power a lot quicker now that we've got two machines, so we might have to have a better way of creating power, but that's probably going to be in a future episode. So we are positive, but this isn't using any energy yet, so we can just stick anything that we want to smelt in there, and that's great. We don't actually need to be making any more of these, so let's remove those and put this back in. And is that all the grout? So all the grout is now being cooked, which is fantastic. So I'm just gonna pop all this stuff back in the chest, and once the grout is ready and all made into seared bricks, I will join you and we'll put the smeltery together. Alrighty, we've got our 4 stacks of seared brick, and we're gonna go ahead and make our smeltery, which is something that's gonna really help us, because we'll be able to make the even better tinker tools, like the hammer, the lumber axe, which can take down full trees, and the excavator, although not so much the excavator. I don't really dig that much. But anyway, so the first key component we need for the smeltery is this controller. Although I did see, so if we look seared, there's this seared furnace controller, and I have no idea what the difference between a seared furnace and a smeltery is, but we're just going to go with the smeltery controller. I did bring a furnace just in case that's what we needed, but I guess I was mistaken there, and I did say before in the previous episode that I thought that was the smeltery controller, but that's something different. So as well as a controller, we're going to need a tank, and I think this is the recipe for it. Yeah, so you can either do it a window that's got these, or you can do it as just the tank. They hold the same amount as far as I know, and it's lava is the fuel, by the way. So I'm just going to go with that, and for now we'll just do one of them. Then we need 2 drains. I'm going to run with 2 drains, which is how we get our molten metal out of the smeltery, and we're also going to need things to put that into, so we'll have a casting basin, and then a casting table, and this will take, a bit like the patterns, it takes molds, and those are made out of gold or bronze as far as I remember. So we'll take those, and then we need some faucets to get the liquid out from the drains, and the rest of it I think is just brick. So we'll go ahead and use a lot of the bricks there. 30 should be enough for now. I'm thinking we put the drains maybe 1 level up on this side and here. So you can pretty much do whatever shape, but I think the old school way of doing it is like this, and I kind of like how it looks, so I'm just going to fill in all these. We need a few more bricks here, so let's go and get 16 more. So this will let us do, that's a 27 volume inside, so this will let us do 27 things to smelt at once. And of course I forgot a major ingredient, which is the tank. So let's go ahead, put the smeltery controller there, put a tank, maybe put it underneath it. It doesn't really matter where you put it. Oh, right, you can see underneath that. Yeah, so I don't want to see the ugly gravel underneath, so we're going to just put that there, and then put this here. And you can see it's active because it's got these fire particles. So we go ahead, put the faucets on here and here, and then stick our crafting basin and our casting table there. So that looks pretty okay there. What I'm going to do is add in an area for all our kind of tinker stuff. So the stuff that we've got over there, I'll just make again and put in over here. And we're also going to need a tool forge, I think it's called. Yeah, so we're going to need one of these, and you can make it with loads of different kinds of metal, but I'm just going to go with iron. So we need a tool station, 3 seared stone or bricks, and then 4 blocks of iron, which I believe we've got enough for. We should just about have it, and I'm also going to go ahead and pick up some lava from the pool that's just down in there. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get some gold. So we've got some pulverized gold here. That should about do us. And let's make 4 iron blocks, I think it was. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we got these. We need this tool station. So let's just grab this one for now, because I don't think I have the patterns to make one just on me at the moment. So we'll grab this, and then we'll put this in here, and then we got our tool forge. So that's going to make us every single kind of tool from Tinkers. And in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and grab these out of here now, because we're probably not going to be using them up here anymore. So we'll pick this up, go grab our iron, and we're going to make a cast on camera just to demonstrate how to do that. So we've just got a very convenient lava pool here. Hot stuff indeed. That's good to know, Minecraft. So let's go in here. I did finish off the window with the blue stained glass. I think it's looking pretty nice there. So we're gonna end up doing some nice, I think black and blue will be the color scheme for this room, and we might even use this rustic slate. I was saying I wanted to do something with rustic. So let's go ahead, right click that, and that's gone in. So we can see we've got 1 bucket. It's at a temperature of 1300, and we're gonna put our pulverized gold in here. I've just remembered that we probably also need a brick to do this thing that I wanted to do here. So we'll go ahead and grab a brick out of our chests. Here we go. We only need 1, and I think it gets destroyed at the end, so we won't worry too much about it. I'm also going to grab some slate here just so we can have a wee look at what we can do building wise with that as well. We'll pick out the blocks we're going to use. I think chisel is going to have quite a few interesting things for us. I'm not sure if that's compatible with rustic, but all we need is some blocks of good textures. So we got our brick and our casting table. We right click the brick on there, and you can have multiple different types of metal in here at once, but you have to be careful that they don't make alloys. So for example, copper and tin together makes bronze. For anyone who played RuneScape, they probably know about that. That's kind of old school now. But yeah, so you can put loads of different metals in here, and then left click to select the one, and the one at the bottom will be the first one to pour out. So we right click the faucet, that's going to go around our brick, and we're going to make our first mold. So I think we probably need to make another pattern chest to hold our molds. So this is an ingot cast, and just to show what that does, we'll pour out some gold into the ingot cast, and that's going to make us a gold ingot. If we did the same here and we had blocks worth of molten gold in here, we could right click there and it would make us a gold block straight out. So that's kind of how you get lots of materials out at once. And then if you only want to take 1 ingot out, or you want to cast a tool or something. What are these actually called? I've been calling it mold. It's called a cast. So you got all these different casts, and you can see you can get the gears. That's something we looked at last time. Maybe a good way of getting the different kinds of gears without having to spend the extra iron ingot. So we'll probably go ahead and make a gear cast as well. And that's going to be a very easy and cheap way of getting that. Oh, I also see there's Sai here. We'll probably get to visit that in a later episode. That's one of my favorite mods from all the mods 2 that we were playing with. So yeah, next up, now that we got our smeltery, we want to make this room look a little less plain. Because at the moment it's just like default textures all over, and I wanted to check out what you could do with this rustic slate. So I saw you could get slate roof, but I might use that for the floor. It's a quite nice texture there. So you can only do a couple things. You can make tile with it, and can you craft that back into regular slate? Nope. So let's see how that would look next to the regular slate. Ooh, I really like, that's kind of understated. It's just a border on that texture. Oh boy, you could make some kind of like bevel. I think it's bevel, not bezel. Some really nice textures with that. And then the other thing was the slate roof, and I believe you can make stairs out of that too, which is also really good. If you actually want to use it for the roof, but this may be a good floor tile. Let's just see how it looks next to the seared brick. I think yeah, that's a very nice contrast between like the large brick and the small tile. So we might go ahead and go quarry out some slate, so we can make these slate roof blocks, and yeah, just fill in here, and then we're gonna have maybe some kind of pillar texture on the wall. So let's see what we can get with pillar. These are basalt from chisel. That might be a good one as well that would fit well within. And then we got biotype from quark, which is, and yeah, we are not going to the end to get that. That's that's a bit far away. But yeah, these black concrete as well. So how do we make black concrete? Oh boy, it's more sand and gravel it looks like, and we don't have any ink sacs, but that is a very nice texture, and all these different ones that you can make with the chisel. Ooh, I'm getting inspired. And see, what things can we get that are blue? So blue was going to be the highlight color, and I don't want this kind of cartoonish light blue. I want, or this deep blue. Ooh, it's a strong color. You'd struggle to find things that go well with that, but maybe this blue concrete, huh? I haven't played Vanilla 1.12, so it'd be nice to try out the blue concrete. And I'm seeing there's these nether bricks. There's a blue texture for them, but that is very busy, and I don't think that's going to blend well with anything. We've also got blue wood, but I don't think we're going to go with the wood for this place. So perhaps we make some concrete, which is going to take up more of our gravel and sand, but that's fine, we've got loads of it. And how do we actually, so we can make the blue concrete powder, and then I think we need to, so there's a hydrator from Cyclic Magic, or we can, I have no idea how to make concrete. That's funny. I think you pour water over it is how you do it. And so I'm going to go ahead, gather up some blocks, probably the slate, the blue concrete, and we'll see what we can do with this room. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that concrete is definitely the worst block to have to make in Minecraft at the moment. You have to make the powder, and then you have to place it in the world, pour water on it, and then dig it up again. That is infuriating, and I made 2 stacks of it and barely used any. I'm not thrilled with how this room came out. I think I can definitely do better. I think it's like I like the color scheme. Not entirely set. This is a bit like violety. It's on the closer end of like purple to blue. So I'm not sure. I much prefer the blue color of the glass rather than the concrete. So we might have to play around a little bit more with it. And I think this room is very plain. But we are going to be putting some machines and stuff in the walls. I am aware that the episode is kind of running on, so I want to wrap up quickly. And I haven't, episode 2 is due to come out on, well, it came out on Wednesday. Yeah, and I think this one's going to be up on the Saturday. So I don't know how the commenter question thing went down, but I wanted to do another one for today. I was going to ask you, what other games are you enjoying playing at the moment? For me, it's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's a really fun, either single player or duos or a squad of 3 or 4. And it's basically like, if you played Minecraft Hunger Games, you kind of know the deal. Everyone starts out in PUBG, you're in a plane. In the Hunger Games Minecraft, you're in the center. And you basically have to go out, collect weapons and gear, and then fight to the death, and last man standing or last squad standing is the winner. So really fun game, and I definitely recommend it. It is in early access, which I know might put some people off, but the developers are constantly updating. and there's a massive player base, so if anything does go wrong, hopefully there'll be a lot of pressure on the devs to keep up the good work. Really impressed with it, and it's £27. I'm not sure what it would be in euros or dollars or any other currencies, but definitely worth a look. But if you are enjoying any other games at the moment, please do let me know down in the comments, and we can have a bit of a discussion there. But aside from that, that's me for today. Got my lovely raspberries in hand. I usually say goodbye with the sword. So thanks very much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.